This inlay is primarily used on the distal of the cuspid when there is a small lesion or small existing restoration. When this type of casting is done, usually another option is a gold foil. This shows hand instrumentation of the internal results in sharp line angles. An internal bevel adds retention and aids in seating. A small definitive gingival bevel is placed, and the two plain labial and lingual walls provide excellent retention, and the cavo surface is refined with a bevel. Now let's talk about the armamentarium for this cavity. The 169L tapered burr opens the cavity. The 44S, 45S off-angle chisels are used to create sharp retentive line angles. The 231 and 232 regular marginal trimmers create the internal bevel, and the Tucker marginal trimmers create the gingival bevel. The last instrument is the number 55 straight fissure burr, used to place the external bevel. As you can see, the first step in the preparation is done with the 169L tapered burr. You can see this single burr opens the cavity, establishes the labial and lingual cavo surface extensions, and the gingival wall. The cavity at this time looks like a crescent. The next procedure is accomplished with the same number 169L burr, which is enhancing the axial line angles for retention. It is easier to route these line angles first with the burr rather than begin with the hand instruments. You can see we almost make a groove at both the labial and lingual walls. As mentioned, this is to take away the effort with the hand instruments. Now the narrow off-angle chisel, number 45S, is used to sharpen the line angle, creating a sharp retentive wall. Notice the lingual and buccal walls are left as originally done with the tapered fissure burr, rather obtuse. The number 233 marginal trimmer, which is an unaltered instrument, is used to place an incline on the gingival wall, which we refer to as the internal bevel. This instrument then slides down the line angles on both labial and lingual, which enhances the definition of the line angles and at the same time sharpens the point angles. The little 44S off-angle chisel now slides down the axial wall a few times to smooth the wall completely into the gingival crevice. Without this step, the axial wall would be rough as left by the internal beveling instrument. The number 232 Tucker instrument, which we refer to as the distal marginal trimmer, is used to plane a smooth bevel on the gingival wall, approximately 45 degrees. It is one that should be smooth and even, but need not be very extensive. If we use too much bevel, it destroys the internal bevel or incline on the gingival wall, which we previously placed. The lingual cavo surface bevel is placed with the number 55 straight fissure burr that removes any unsupported enamel and smooths the outline and creates a funnel which aids in the placing of the casting. Now as the cavity is finished, you can see the sharp internal line angles at the lingual and also on the labial that offer retention for the cavity, and the internal bevel at the gingival wall and the external bevel at the gingival wall, as well as the occlusal outline done with the occlusal bevel or the lingual bevel. Now you can see the same identical cavity on the natural tooth, and after the casting is placed and finished. The big advantage of this inlay is that it destroys little tooth structure. It is very retentive and is a most satisfying, easy operation to perform. This casting is beautiful when done properly.